be better through greater leadership, greater integrity within the sport, greater involvement of various stakeholders, and just planning better, ensuring that we have vision, and it's not just about short-term gains. It's about having structures in place that is aimed towards long-term development, ensuring that our kids from the age of 3-4 years old, they start to understand what Jamaican football is and what their role will be over the next 25-30 years and after retirement in administration as well. We would have outlined our manifesto a couple months ago, and I'm sure that if you have taken the chance to go through that manifesto, you will appreciate the thought that has gone into the manifesto and what is it we are bringing to the table. We know that the incumbents are of the opinion that there is nobody better to do the job. The truth is that if there isn't any, then we are in trouble.
Most of the concerns from a lot of you people has to do with the top echelon, the senior reggae boys, the senior reggae girls. Our mandate going forward now is to solidify back our base. So the base is the youths, the base is their education, the base is to give them an opportunity to be occupied. Because too much of our youths nowadays are occupied with negative things. But what we need to do now is, going back after the 18th, some serious discussions need to be made. A lot of persons are willing, a lot of persons have committed themselves to say what we have put to them, they are believing in it. They have committed, as Mr. Andrews will tell you, hundreds of millions of Jamaican dollars so far. Because let's face it, football is not a penny thing. The amount of resources that have been gone by the wayside, by this administration, wasted, literally wasted. What could benefit a kid in Hanover or could benefit a kid in St. Thomas, gone by the wayside. So we need the level of accountability. And I must tell you, the hole that we are in, we need to come out of that hole firstly. So with all the grandiose plans that we have, all the grandiose things that we're going to do, we need first and foremost, all of you delegates that are there, and I've seen where football has been going over the last 6 years, if you know that first and foremost, when the dust is settled, the RSA team is in place. So with all the plans that we have, and it's not just so we just go in and then we start search what we're going to do. They are there. The plans are there. So we're not going to berate or belittle anybody for climb on their shoulders to say, yes, we should be there because we have to tell you, you have seen it. And if any of the delegates that are there now, and any of the well-wishers that are there, or anybody have any influence with prospective sponsors going forward, RSA team should be there, and it's not an easy thing on a personal level to support certain things. But I am honored to know that we are supporting our colleagues here, and I want to tell you, it's a good mix.
I know Raymond called me to this team to be responsible for female football. And I know many of you don't like what's happening. I know many of you don't like the idea that we our best coach that has ever happened in Jamaica, that took us to the second round of a World Cup, his contract was not renewed. I know most of you are not happy with that. We have a Ballon d'Or nominee, born here in Jamaica, learned their sport here in Jamaica, playing now in Europe, and she's not currently playing with the national team because of problems with monies and suspensions and other things that are happening. I know most of you are not happy with that. I can say to you, as someone who played football in this country, who grew up loving the sport, that the first thing we have to do as an administration is to extend the olive branch to our biggest supporter of female football. That's the Bob and Rita Mali Foundation. Once we extend that olive branch to them and get them back on board, I know from my experience when I'm president of the Jamaican Bar Association that there are sponsors we can call upon to support the female football. I don't believe that the fact that girls don't play football as a sport. If you give us the opportunity, provide the fields for us, give us the football boots, give us the footballs, the coaches, girls will come out and play football. I can promise you that. We at the RSA team, we have the personnel on our team who can assist us to seek the funding that is there, put down there, waiting on us to seek it from our sponsors internationally and locally. And once we get those, which we already have in the bank, $350 million, of which half of it will be spent on the women's program, we know we can get the women's game moving once again in this country and ensure that we have female footballers in the country and out the country playing and representing the team.